Hi, this is Judy with Happy Manti Energy Healing, and I just want to make a video and talk to you guys about infinite awareness. This has been coming up for me in the last 3 weeks or so, and I just want to talk a little bit about it because it finally has allowed me to see the forest instead of the trees. I was seeing individual trees, clumps of trees, gatherings of trees, and now with this last piece of the puzzle that I was led to and channeled and guided to, everything came into clear perspective. Okay. So how exactly did that kind of occur is one of those, I'm going to call it synchronicity, where you have the people and the situations and the information put in front of you that eventually shows you the picture. Okay, so there's a man named David Icke, and some of you may have heard of him. He's a little out there, and he talks a lot about the nature of reality and things like that. And he also talks about reptilians and things like that. And my very first exposure with him was back in 1996, the year that my family and I moved to Fort Collins, Colorado. And it was very weird. I went to get my hair cut with this lady I didn't even know, who I was recommended to. And I was like in the basement of some like a condo place. It was very weird. And I sat down to get my hair cut, and she starts talking to me about reptilians, right? And I remember so specifically at the time thinking, oh my God, this woman is crazy. I have to get out of here. And I finished the haircut and I left, and I never went back to see her again. Okay. And I basically wrote off anything he had to say. I was like, oh my God, what the heck? Never, didn't think about him for a long time. And then over the years, things would come back up here and there would come back up. But I hadn't thought about him I hadn't thought about him in 10 years at least. I hadn't thought about him in a long time. And about 3 weeks ago, I was searching for a YouTube video on healing frequencies, which I use in my work. And I was looking on YouTube for healing frequencies, and they give the little choice of videos or whatever. You might like this video or whatever choices of videos. And nestled among all these beautiful meditative healing frequency videos was this video titled What We Really Are, I think. And it was David Icke. And I saw that video and I'm like, what the heck? And it was over 3 hours long. And don't ask me why. I clicked on it and I was literally mesmerized for 3 hours. I watched the entire 3-hour thing and I was like, okay, obviously I was supposed to watch this, and I was led to watch this, and mind kind of blown. Things I already knew, things I already intuitively knew, but a lot of stuff that just kind of blew my mind. And he speaks very much from a science perspective. He has all the science that's behind what he says. Now, I'm not making an advertisement for David Icke right now. This is not what this is about. But one of the things that he talks about is infinite awareness, which I was perceiving. I was already on my own coming to that same conclusion from a different direction. So the only reason I was brought to him was to kind of line up those two things, because I was getting what I was calling the oneness. They were talking to me about the oneness, which is exactly what he was talking about when he refers to the infinite awareness. They're exactly the same thing. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you, if I can find it, I'm going to show you a picture that I drew. Okay, so this is a picture I had drawn before all this stuff happened with him, but this is a picture that I had drawn to show you what I had been shown in a channeling, to show you a picture I had been shown. And I asked everybody that I work with and all the people I meet up to see if they can find this in a book, because I don't know if maybe it's in a book, and I saw it in a book and I have no idea, because I have no idea where I saw it. But this was given to me in one of my channelings. This was given to me and I drew the picture. Now, this is what it looked like in the channeling. And I'll just say right now, it's not like I'm an artist. Okay. I get pictures all the time and I can't draw because I'm really bad. So anyway, the oneness is at the top. God is in the center. Humanity is down at the bottom. And humanity should actually be, because it's not just humanity. And that is my cat. Gammy, stop it. So anyway, if you'll notice, it's a figure 8. Everything is in touch with everything. Everything is connected to everything. And according to mine, you go through God. But the oneness is bigger than God. God manifested from the oneness. Okay. I have since been shown that that's only one way to do this. You do not necessarily have to go through God. Let me show it over here. You do not necessarily have to go through God. You can bypass and go straight to the oneness. Okay. Now, I like going through God. I think they showed me it that way because I very much relate with God. I had always worked with God as source, but what they've told me is God isn't the ultimate source. Okay. God was manifested from the ultimate source. Okay. So bringing that back to David Icke. This is very funny. He's written like 20 books. And I was like, I don't want to sit and watch videos. Maybe I'll see if I can find one of his books. So this is, I think, the last book he wrote. Everything you need to know, but have never been told. Woo! Like crazy. But there it is, all there, right in a book, right? Look at this sucker. How thick this thing is. Okay. And I was driving home from church one day, and my guides very clearly said, you need to go to Barnes & Noble. You need to look for that book. So I went to Barnes & Noble thinking they're not going to have any David Icke books or whatever. So I walked in there, talked to the guy, gave him the author. He pulled up the list. All 20 books showed up. The only book they had of David Icke in the entire Barnes & Noble, they had one book, and it was this book. They had one copy of the exact book I was looking for out of all 20 of his books. Okay. I took that as a sign that I was supposed to get that book. I got it. I've been reading it, and I can tell you, mind blown, mind blown, mind blown. But this is all the science. This delves into a lot of stuff that nobody even really needs to know or understand, because really, here is everything in a nutshell. Okay. What we are experiencing in these physical forms is a form of an illusion. You can believe it was created in a negative way, or you can believe it was created in a positive way. It really doesn't matter, because the jury's kind of out on that. But the reality is, all we have to do, it's not who we really are. We are spirit. We are the oneness. We are infinite awareness. We are infinite truth. We are infinite love. We are this is another thing that was kind of funny. We are the isness. Now, this is very funny because I was channeling with a friend of mine who's my business partner, and I was doing a channeling with her, and she was listening to it. And I talked about the isness. I'd never heard this word before. Never heard that word. This was a few weeks ago. Never heard that word before. And I open up this book, and he goes in and starts talking about the Gnostics, which predated Christianity. Starts talking about the Gnostics. They refer to infinite awareness as the isness. And I started laughing when I read that. I was like, okay, because that was exactly what I channeled. It's on a recorder. I said it right there on the recorder, and she transcribed stuff for me. And she's like, I think you said that, because half time I don't remember what I say when I channel. And she's like, I think you said that. And we went back and looked. Yes, I did. So I'd never heard that before. So it's funny. It's in this book. He talks about it in this book. So all of it's the same. I'm just kind of excited right now, because this is like being able to go above and seeing the whole big picture and how everything fits together. Infinite awareness, infinite truth, infinite love, the isness, the oneness. It's all the same. Okay. It's the big picture. Okay. It is where everything is created from. It is where everything is manifested from. And it is a state of pure divine love, which is what I work from. I work from pure divine love. So it is a state of pure divine love. So that is all I'm going to say on this for now. I'm going to be making a lot of videos on these. And that's all I'm going to say about this for now, because I was trying to keep this shorter. And as usual, I'm a little long-winded, so I apologize. So just kind of digest that for now. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos talking about the specifics and going into a lot more detail on this. But just know that all you have to do is say, I am infinite awareness. Boom. And you are there, because that's who you are. It's no place you have to go. There's no searching. There's nothing. It is who you are. Okay? So all you have to do is recognize it. I am infinite awareness. I am the oneness. Okay? I am infinite love. That's all you have to do. Okay. So that's all for now. I'm going to sign off and hope everybody has a blessed, beautiful day. And I will be doing a lot more videos on this topic, and on delving into some of the stuff behind this. Okay. Thanks. Take care.